YouTube, what is going on? It is that NBA guy Josh. Today is October 9th, 2015, and this is going to be a season preview for the 2015-2016 Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, last season, as you know, the Thunder did not make the playoffs. They had a really rough season. Obviously, beginning of the season, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook both weren't with the team. They were horrible. And all of last season, Kevin Durant, he might have played 20 games, 5 of which he actually did well. So, they didn't make the playoffs. The good thing for the Oklahoma City Thunder is it really let Russell Westbrook develop. I'd say from the All-Star break to the end of the season, he went on a tear. The stat lines he was putting up were just unbelievable because he had to lead the team. And I mean, literally when Allen Iverson tells you that you're awesome to watch and he watches you all the time, Allen Iverson, the single most bundle of energy that the NBA has ever seen, when he tells you that, you got something going for you. So Russell Westbrook had a crazy second half of the season last year. I think if he won the MVP, I don't think anyone would be that shocked because of what he did. But they didn't make the playoffs. If he took them to the playoffs and got them like a 5 seed after Durant went down, he's the MVP. 100%. How can you say that you're not valuable when you literally led your team to the playoffs in the Western Conference by yourself? He had no help. So this season, we got KD back. Russell Westbrook's fired up. The guy, probably guzzles Red Bull right before bed and breakfast, and he eats his Cheerios with Red Bull in it. The guy, Kickstart, actually, that's the one he endorses. So we'll go with that one. But, as far as health goes, they're good to go. Also, this season, Scotty Brooks out as the head coach. Billy Donovan, formerly of University of Florida, is in. This is what they needed. Scotty Brooks is a great coach. He is not the right coach for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think they made a very smart decision by getting rid of him. I think he'll find a new home somewhere else. His style of basketball might work for that team, but when you got guys like Westbrook and Durant who aren't the greatest leaders that the NBA has, they're no LeBron, let's be honest. They're no Chris Paul, let's be honest. They're no Tim Duncan, let's be honest. They need someone to fire them up. Scott Brooks doesn't yell, doesn't scream, doesn't really get mad if you do bad. I mean, the guy is not the right head coach for that team. They have so much talent on that team. Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, just top to bottom, they have a ton of talent. Just looking through their roster here, Enes Kanter, when they picked him up mid-season last year after the trade deadline, the guy killed it. Steven Adams is their backup. I think the guy is one of the most physical dudes in the NBA. I think he's a little bit underrated. Most people don't give him a lot of credit. You got at the center position, Mitch McGary is third on that list. And even though he's not the greatest player, he plays fundamental basketball. And he's the right player that you're going to have on your bench if you're going to have a team that is, pretty fundamentally sound like Kevin Durant. So I'm just going over the depth chart here. You got DJ Augustine as backup point guard. Can't say enough good things about him, man. He's great. They had the 14th pick in the NBA draft this year. They picked up Cameron Payne. I think in the future he's definitely going to be the backup or starting point guard. Years to come. Although I think Westbrook's going to play another 15 years the way things are going, if you ask me. They got shooting. They got Kyle Singler at the small forward position, slotted just behind Kevin Durant. Nick Collison, the guy's been with the franchise since he was a rookie. Back, when he was part of the 2003 draft with LeBron and Melo and Bosh and Wade and all them. So, you got that going. Andre Robertson, decent player. I really know that he's decent mostly because I play as the Thunder in NBA 2K a lot. And I just don't like playing Dion Waiters in that game for some reason. I just think he just can't shoot. But, a lot of websites have Dion Waiters slotted as the starting shooting guard for the team. I don't see a problem with that. Dion Waiters can definitely light it up. I think he needs to get a little bit better on his movement away from the ball. He kind of stands around a lot and asks for the ball. You need to move around and gain your own shots and create opportunities and set screens and everything like that. You need to move a little bit more. He's a little raw, but I think he could become a good NBA player. He's kind of like a Lance Stevenson, where he's like, everyone knows he's good. We want to see what else you can do. Do you have the potential to be a future all-star one day? Let's see. It's a little hard to do when you got KD on your team, but if James Harden can do it as a sixth man, then I don't see why you can't if you're in the starting lineup. So show us something. Are the Thunder going to make the playoffs this year? If they stay healthy, I think they have the potential to be the #1 seed in the West. I really do. I think that this team can match up very well with the Clippers, match up very well with the Spurs, and definitely match up very well. Oh my God, I forgot what team. Spurs, Clippers, and then I'll come back to that team that I was thinking of. They can definitely make the playoffs, and I think they're going to make some noise. In the Western Conference, the competition is very fierce. Houston was the other team I was thinking of. Let's see what they can do. I think Billy Donovan being the head coach of this team is definitely going to be really, really good for them. Going to fire him up, going to teach him some stuff. A couple people that they did lose in the offseason that I really wasn't too happy